And there we go. Extraordinary.
Well, what a view that is. Release, release, release is what they will have heard. Can we hear some commentary?
Trim is now set. There is max Q. That's the point of maximum pressure exerted on the vehicle by the atmosphere. Those on board are experiencing about 3 Gs right now and traveling over 1,000 miles an hour.
That's incredible. I can imagine they're having quite a great time.
We're at Mach 2. We're in the vertical, headed towards space.
This is the part where they're seeing Earth move away and seeing space come into view and seeing that they're going to space, and just, it is an incredible feeling.
So we've got about Mach 2.8, Mach 3 approximately, and rocket motor cutoff.
Amazing. The crowds here are just absolutely going wild. I can't imagine what's happening in Antigua with them cheering them on. That's incredible. Awesome. Go Keisha, go Anna, go John.
So everybody on board has been cleared to unstrap and enjoy that zero-G experience. The pilots have unlocked the feather. That's the preparation so that they can raise the feather here momentarily. They're engaging the RCS as well. The feather is now starting to move on its way up. Everyone's up out of their seats, just
it's incredible. They're all, I know, it's amazing. They're all going to the window and taking in this just absolutely incredible view of Earth, the planet where all of their experiences are held. Everything they've ever known is down below.
The feather is all the way up. We have a predicted apogee of about 289,000 feet.
That is amazing. Our crew looks like they're having an absolutely incredible time, and they are officially astronauts. Welcome to space. Woo. Congratulations to John, to Keisha, to Anna on becoming astronauts today, and a special congratulations to our Unity pilot, Kelly, for her first space flight. And welcome back to space, CJ and Beth.
And the vehicle is oriented in that backflip or that upside down maneuver from our perspective. And you can see them just enjoying that view of the Earth below.
Man, it's just incredible. I can see that they just can't take their eyes away. And it's, it's hard for us to describe. We can obviously see they're having just an incredible time in space, taking in the views, but it's an experience. It's the silence, it's the views, it's seeing our brilliant planet against the matte black of space. I can't imagine what, I can't imagine what they're going through right now, and I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah, well, we just achieved our apogee at 290,000 feet. That's 88.5 kilometers.
Amazing. And apogee is actually a very unique part of our experience. It's when our vehicle begins that descent back down to Earth and everything stands still. It's just, and we take a moment in the cabin, silent and looking out as a crew, and it's an experience I can only describe with these words, but one to be felt, really.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's the Virgin Galactic commentary team taking us through that. Thomas, we knew something was happening. I knew when the women's ponytails started going up. They didn't even have to take off their seatbelts for me to know this was go time. I mean, that was quite something, wasn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. What a view. Extraordinary experience for them to have that momentary weightlessness. I mean, it's not quite zero G, is it? It's not like astronauts on the ISS, the International Space Station, when they float around. But nevertheless, they would have felt very light as they move around that cabin, looking through the 17 windows at the planet below. But
what struck me was within seconds, we were talking about the release, and then all of a sudden, we have this view. That's how quickly it happened. We talk about the speed of it, but it's not. We went through it in real time. That was incredible.
Yeah, it's one of the most powerful rocket engines developed, and it is amazing that it takes less than a minute to go from, 9.5 miles to into space itself.
I wonder how it feels for them. I wonder whether they think it's going to be over quickly or whether floating around inside that cabin, they're feeling like, you know...
Well, there is something, they are trained for something called sensory saturation because there's just so much to take on board, all in a very short space of time. And just to help them cope with that, that is very, very important part of the training that they've all undergone in the last few days.
Yeah. I mean, we go through it, don't we, if we're standing at the top of a high building and you can't quite take in the view. Imagine being there. Thomas, a final thought from you as we bring this... Yeah,
you can see it just coming down then. You can see that its rudders have been brought up there. They've folded up. That's it's like a shuttlecock. And it's more like a capsule than an aircraft at the moment. As it comes back down, it's trying to spread as much of its belly into the atmosphere to kind of spread out the heat that will be building up there. Then when it gets lower into the denser parts of the atmosphere, those rudders will fold back out and it'll act much more like a plane. And they will land back where they took off.
Oh, all working like clockwork so far. Thomas, thank you so much.